Instagram in 2024 is a literal money printer, and in this video I'm gonna cover how to grow an Instagram account with all the steps needed. And I'm not only talking about reels or posts, all the stuff. I'm gonna give you an entire blueprint on how you can effectively build an Instagram account to influencer level. Now, that aside, the first point is of course posting the right content, posting the right reels, the posts, all this different stuff. Now, I've got a special video about Instagram Reels here. I'm gonna link it out there. But you have to keep in mind that on Instagram it's quality over quantity, and you have to make sure your videos match the brand that you're trying to put out there. Because even if you put it into the OnlyFans management perspective, which is what this channel is mainly about, all the different agencies, all the models, all the other creators are trying to get the viewers' attention. Everybody tries to get the same people on their OnlyFans, tries to get the same people on their profile to subscribe, to follow, to like their reels, all this different stuff. So your number one goal is to stand out from the crowd. Your number one goal is to be unique. And in order to do that, just by pure logic, you can't just be doing what everyone else is doing. So if you find yourself in a position where you just copy some other agencies and you're a little sneaky guy and just copy their videos, that's fine. Like morally, nobody cares, but you will just not be able to get to the absolute top level if you're just copying other people. You have to bring out your own product, your own videos in order to make a difference, in order to be a unique creator that out of all the 100 creators the viewer sees on a daily basis on his Instagram, you're the one where he actually spends his money and he actually spends his time watching their content. And the same happens with the posts on your profile as well. Don't think that just because you post some bikini pictures on your feed, they're gonna think, wow, that's so cool, I need to spend money on the OnlyFans. That's absolutely not the case, because everyone's doing that. Even like Kim Kardashian, Corinna Kopf, all these different models, they all do the same. So you're not able to compete that way. The average Instagram user that's a potential client of your OnlyFans agency, right? He sees titties every day. Every single creator he looks at is basically naked on their Instagram profile. So just by you doing the same, you're not making him want to subscribe. You're just one of the thousands of creators. Nobody gives a fuck about you. So there's way more profit in building a profile around a specific brand identity, and I'll come to that later because the last point is an absolute cheat code. Now, the next point, like I teased a bit before, is the brand you are building. You have to be very, very clear about your intentions and where you want to head and where you want to go with the Instagram profile. Don't think that just posting, like I said, bikini pictures and some funny reels is gonna do the job. No. Every single creator, every single personal brand has a niche and a brand attached to themselves, whether they want it or not. So you don't have to go out and find a branding, find a niche and think, oh, is this good? Is this a good niche? Is this a good branding? No, you don't have to do that. Of course, you can try to optimize it. But even me on this YouTube, I didn't choose a particular brand, but there's a clear audience interested in my content, probably you, I hope so. And this audience is who I want to get onto my videos with my thumbnails, my titles, my overall channel. It wouldn't mean much to me if I get like 40-year-old truck drivers that are interested in truck videos, for example. If they saw my video, this wouldn't make sense. They wouldn't subscribe to the channel, they wouldn't join my 4,500 OFM Telegram community that is absolutely free to join. They would do nothing like that. So in order to catch the right audience, in order to even make money off all the views and all the subscribers you're doing on Instagram, you want to understand your brand identity, who is interested in this particular content, which niche am I in, who may even want to subscribe to my content. Okay, now that I've clarified that, I wrote everything down. How do I get these people? What are they even interested in? Okay, let me go on. Let's say you got people that are interested in blondes. Okay, very basic, but go on pages that post like blonde content. This is just an example on top of my head, and see who follows their page. Go on their profile. Who are they also following? Who are they liking? What do they post stories about? Maybe they post stories about being like very depressed all day. Okay, then you make mental health content, for example. You see what I mean? Do your market research and understand who's even interested in your content before you start posting like random content in all directions and nothing happens. This is one of the most important skills in business, is not just act randomly, plan out your things strategically and act accordingly. This is going to take you much further than just copying random reels from random creators and hoping that one day you're maybe gonna make a million views. Because even then, million views don't mean nothing if the people don't subscribe. Don't jerk off over numbers, jerk off about results. Now, the next point is that you want to use Instagram stories to your advantage. Now, let's imagine a setup where you're also making decent views from your Instagram reels, your posts are getting a lot of traction, and you got enough people checking out your Instagram profile. What you want to do is, if you want to get people to the third site attached to the profile, maybe you're selling a product, most certainly you're doing OFM, so you want to get the people from the creator's Instagram to the OnlyFans. What you want to do is convert as many of them as possible. But as you know, if you do a lot of views, you will get some subscribers, but most of them, they will just subscribe to the Instagram profile and not subscribe to the OF at all. And this is an issue because you're just leaving money on the table. It's like saying, okay, someone gifts me $100,000, but on the way home, like every 5 meters, there's like a dollar bill falling out. So by the end I'm home, I only have 50K left. You're just leaving money on the side that you could have earned. In order to fix this, because a lot of people are obviously interested in the creator's person, make sure to have a story cycle with like 4 to 6 stories a day, bringing as much attention to the OnlyFans as possible, converting all your followers onto the OnlyFans in the long run. Now, again, there's a video about this on my channel so far, but to sum it up in very simple words, you want to make people hooked and interested in the person while also pitching the OnlyFans. Now, a mistake that a lot of agencies do in the beginning is they're way too aggressive. They just post 10 stories a day with the OnlyFans link and like bikini pictures and sub today we got 150% off. I'm gonna gift you a Lambo if you subscribe. I'm gonna say the N-word live 8 p.m. on OnlyFans. Like what? Don't be so aggressive. This just sounds like a salesman. Like why are you pushing me to subscribe as a subscriber, right? It doesn't make sense. Instead, what you want to do is portray the life of a normal girl, normal creator, just posting their everyday life in the beginning. Oh, got a coffee at Starbucks, hope you all have a great morning. Then maybe a picture at the gym, then maybe a walk with the dog, and then in the evening, when it's a bit cold, it's getting dark outside, the subscriber's also laying in bed, watching Netflix, being a bit bored, then she posts a story. I'm a bit bored. I may chat on OF here and there. If you haven't seen, a link is in my bio or whatever. Then you can pitch it. So once or twice a day you pitch the OF and the rest you're just building the brand up, making the people interested in the persona behind this. So make sure to convert all your Instagram subscribers to paying OnlyFans subscribers just by using the story cycle method. Now, the next point is especially relevant for beginners. This may not be as interesting for pros in this industry, for agencies who are already making 5 to 6 figures, but in the beginning, if you don't know where to start, if you don't know what to do and you're not making a lot of money, even though it has a low ROI, this is one of the best things you can do now. On Instagram, you can get a lot of traction going just by interacting with other people. Now, if you see like that, let's say you have an Instagram account with 0 followers, 0 likes, nothing ever happened. You're not making money and you just want to start. You're not dealing with like 5 to 6 figure sums a day. You're not a big baller. You just want to see the first money coming in and you just want to get some traction. You just want to speed up the process, all the stuff. So if you find yourself in this position, I'm going to give you a cheat code, and that is interact with others as much as possible. Let's say 10 to 15 meme pages or pages within your niche, like we clarified before. You want to have a clear niche, and comment under the posts, like on Twitter for example. Comment something relatable, something funny, something controversial, something like that, under 10 to 15 posts a day. Follow some people within your niche. Don't follow random dickheads. Follow people that are obviously interested in your content. Because what happens afterwards is they're obviously going to check out the profile. Because if a hot chick follows you, okay, like, what? Who is this? I'm going to go on the profile. If you comment under a post, and if you maybe buy some likes on the comments, so it's like on top of the search bar, people are going to check out your profile. And if they're interested in you, which if you've done the job right, they're just gonna either follow the page and then you can convert them with the story cycle, or they're gonna follow the OnlyFans directly and it's money in the bank. It may not be tens of thousands of dollars a day, but you will make your first money that you can reinvest into your business, and also it's gonna help the page grow organically, because obviously Instagram sees there's an audience attached to your brand, there's people clearly interested in you. So they're gonna push your reels, your posts, your stories to more people. So it's just a win-win situation. Like I said, it doesn't have the best ROI to spend your time, but if you're in the beginning, nothing you do has a really big ROI. You just have to get started, and this is certainly one of the best things you can do. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is to build a clear brand identity and to be very, very sure who your creator even is. Let me give you an example. There's been a very, very famous case in America a couple months, half a year back, something like that. I don't know if you know Bud Light. Very successful beer brand in America. All like the rednecks, like the patriots drank the beer, and it was like a sign of masculinity, patriotism, and all the stuff. What did Bud Light do? They posted some LGBT gay ass commercial about how it's important to call people with their pronouns, whatever. And it fucking backfired, because what they did wrong is they were not aware of their brand identity. You cannot be the symbol for patriotism, like right-wing, strong, like national values, and then post some faggot stuff. You can't do that. It doesn't make sense. So they just completely destroyed their brand. All the stores were canceling their orders because nobody bought Bud Light. They were getting canceled by all the customers. So in order to prevent that from happening, make sure you use your brand identity right. So back to OFM. Let's say your creator, you brand them as a girl next door, shy girl. Okay, even in the chatting on OnlyFans, you say, yeah, I'm a bit shy. I'm just working at like Starbucks, whatever. This is your brand. Okay, fine. If you choose that's your brand, that's cool. But if you start posting pictures from Dubai with LV handbags, riding in a G-Class, that's just completely destroying the brand. There's obviously no congruence attached. The brand doesn't make sense, and people know that, they feel tricked, and they're just not interested in your content. The same way, if your creator is like very extroverted, very open, and like tattooed, like a very, very large personality, and in the chatting you say, oh yeah, I'm so shy. That doesn't make sense. If you do street interviews on TikTok, like super like yelling and being super, super confident, don't say you're shy in the chatting. Obviously, you didn't understand your brand identity. So after this video, sit down, write down what is even your brand identity. What, if you look at your creator, like for the first time, what do I think are her personality traits? What do I think are her hobbies? Physiognomy. For example, if you see like a blonde American girl, yeah, she probably plays volleyball. This just, yeah, probably. The same way, if you see like a 6'5" tattooed, like big guy, he probably does like boxing or some shit. You don't know, but it just looks like it. So make sure to understand your brand identity and to build your business around it. Otherwise, you're just gonna get fucked, and it's just a matter of time until your brand starts collapsing. This is everything for this video. Check out the other videos on this channel I did about organic marketing, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, etc. And if that's not enough, join the 4,500 member big Telegram community my partner and me have created. If you ever want to get valuable business advice from your peers, absolutely free, you can just join by the link in the description. Wish you all a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.